Okay, guys, so we're going to continue on. We're going to do equations now. To find this part of the worksheet, if you went to the factoring one from earlier, you can find it on the bottom of this page. So, let's get started. We have one to solve an equation. You can find plenty of videos on this. We're just going to do the opposite and try to isolate the variable, which is x. So we want to get rid of this -5, so let's add 5 to both sides. 7x is equal to 77, divided by 7. X is equal to 11. So if I put 11 here, this is 77 minus 5, which is equal to 72. That's what solves this equation. Let's do another one. 7x plus 4 equals x plus 16. If we do this one, we need to get x's on one side, numbers on the other. So minus 4 minus x. 7x minus 1x is 6x. This is 0 is equal to 0 plus 16 minus 4, 12. So divide by 6. X is equal to 2. 2 will solve that. Let's do 10. I'm probably going to need more space. 10. So we have 2x minus 1 plus 3 equals x minus 3x plus 1. Okay, so first things first, we're going to take care of the distribution first. So to do that, let's distribute the 2 to the x minus 1. So this is going to be 2 times x, 2x minus 2 times -1 is -2. Okay, now this is being distributed to this. So we're going to do that. -3x and -3. Okay, let's combine like terms on the same side. So this is 2x. These two are 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 1. These two are -2x. This is -3 plus 1 minus 3. We add 2x. 4x plus 1 is equal to -3. We subtract 1. 4x is equal to -4. X is equal to -1. Okay. So I'm just basically doing the opposite to each side unless they're on the same side. If they're on the same side, just add them as it says to do or subtract them as it says to do. If they're on opposite sides, then do the opposite when you add or subtract or multiply or divide. Okay, now let's get into some ones with fractions, the rational ones. Those would be the ones on the bottom. They look scary. They're not that bad. So let's start with 17. X over 3 is equal to x over 2 minus 2. Okay. So when I do these, I don't like the fractions. The fractions are kind of gross, that's what I call them, gross. But we can get rid of the fractions because if I write this as a fraction, 2 over 1, because 2 divided by 1 is 2, then what I can do is find the greatest common factor for we're going to find the multiple that all 3 of the denominators go into, the smallest one, and then multiply everything by that. So 3 goes into 3. 2 does not go into 3, okay, so we can't use 3. 3 goes into 6, 2 goes into 6, and 1 goes into 6. So 6 is our greatest common factor. Well, sorry, not our greatest common factor. Is our LCD, least common denominator. So we're going to multiply everything by 6. So this is going to be, we're going to distribute that to this, this, and that. So this is 6x over 3 is equal to 6x over 2 minus 6 times 2 over 1. So 6 divided by 3 is 2x is equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3x minus 6 times 2 is 12. We subtract 3x. Negative x is equal to -12. And so x is equal to 12. So it's very simple, very quick. Let's do Let's look at 23. Okay, here we have some more, we have 4 common denominators. This one's over 1. But the least common denominator, they have to at the very least go into 10. So let's check multiples of 10. 10, does 5 go into 10? Yes. Does 1 go into 10? Yes. Does 2 go into 10? Yes. So the multiple here is 10. The LCD here is 10. So we're going to multiply everything by 10. Always choose the largest number. They have to go into that number. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have 10 times 3x over 5, 10 times x over 1, 10 times x over 10, 10 times 5 halves. Okay, so let's cancel. 10 divided by 5 is 2. This is 6x. 10 divided by 1 is 10 times x is negative 10x. Did I write that down right? Let me make sure. Yes, I did. Okay. Equals 10 divided by 10 is 1x. And 10 divided by 2 is 5 minus 25. So this is negative 4x is equal to x minus 25 minus x. Negative 5x equals negative 25, or x is equal to 5. Divide by negative 5. Okay. So you can get rid of these fractions by multiplying by the LCD. You just have to figure out what it is. Remember, you're looking for the number that goes into all 3. And so we're going to do that. We'll do that one more time with a more challenging one. So like 29 or something, or 30. Let's do 27. We have x over 4. Actually, no. Let's do a harder one. Just one with 2. Let's do 28. I want one with 2 of these. So we have 5 over 1 plus x minus 2 over 3 equals x plus 3 over 8. Let me make sure I got that down right. X minus 2. Okay. So we've got this going on. So what is the least common denominator? Well, 8 is here, 16. 3 doesn't go into 16, so that doesn't work. 24. 24 is our LCD. Just look at the multiples of 8. So I went 8. I said 3 doesn't go into 8. 16. 3 doesn't go into 16. 24. 3 goes into 24. That's how I figured that out. At the very least, guys, you can multiply the numbers at the bottom together and get the LCD that way. But you're going to get some scary numbers sometimes. For instance, the last one we had 10 was our LCD. If we had used 50, that would have worked. But you would have to do more simplifying at the end. You'll get the same answer, though. So we're going to multiply everything by 24. Okay, so we've got all this. Now, let's simplify. 24 divided by 1 is 24. 24 times 5 is 120, maybe? Let's check. I don't know why I drew the line there. Okay. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So plus 8 times x minus 2. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 3 times x plus 3. Okay, so now we just do our foiling, or I'm sorry, our distributing. 120 plus 8x minus 16 equals 3x plus 9. Add the 16. 120 plus 8x. Okay, minus 120. 8x equals 3x minus 95, I think. Minus 3x. 5x equals negative 95. X equals negative 19. So it's not, guys, it's not uncommon. You might get an answer like negative 96 over 5. Obviously, that doesn't divide. If you're doing Alex, you should probably leave it like this, unless it states otherwise. If it wants a decimal, you'll have to convert it. If you wanted to convert that to a decimal, you'd simply do negative 96 divided, that's a square root, divided by 5. And you go 5 goes into 9 one time. Minus 5, that's going to be, oops, I don't need the negative sign here. I don't know why I put that. 9 minus 5 is 4. 5 doesn't go into 4. 5 goes into 46 9 times. And 1/5. Okay, so that would be that, which would actually be 0.2 if you did it, if you kept going and you did 10 here. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys practice this, get this down, understand it, know how to do it, because it will help you greatly if you're ever dealing with equations in the future. Thank you, guys.